Hello and welcome to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight. I know y'all heard that intro song. Yes, Marquin Middleton, yeah, y'all know, my cousin, is going to be who we're featuring tonight. We're going to be playing I Plead the Blood all night. So get ready to plead the blood because whatever you're going through, whatever is happening in your life, know that you can plead the blood of Jesus over it and it shall come all out all right. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight. Tonight, whoo, child. Y'all know I'm so transparent. Those of you that know and have seen my shows before, I'm tell y'all everything. When I tell you this has been the week from HE Hockey Sticks, it has been a week. When I tell you the whole show was crashed, I was like, wait a minute now. This is the second show. We can't be doing this. Devil, you a lie. I know it's some rams in the bush for me tonight. And when I tell you I got on that phone, we started talking. We were able to get everybody back on the show. And I got some other things that I got to share with y'all tonight because I promise you, this is our year to win. Regardless of whatever you're going through, whatever is happening around you, whatever is happening to you, this is our year to win. Because when adversities come from every side, you know that you up to something because the devil wouldn't start aggravating anything if you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. So y'all sit back, relax, get ready because I tell you we are taking it higher tonight. I know I said it last week and y'all got to see Tiffany Jeffers. Oh my God, she blew us away tonight. Man, you ain't even ready. I just can't even tell you you're not ready. For tonight, we're going to sit back. We're going to relax. We're going to let God do his thing. And most of all, I want you to enjoy. I want you to comment. I want you to like. I want you to share, especially those that are joining us live on Facebook and Instagram and who are joining us live online. Y'all, we getting ready to set the airwaves on fire. When I tell you we going to be on fire tonight, join us, like, share, like, and most of all, comment. And then I got one more thing I need y'all to do. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe to the channel so that way you keep up on everything. Well, all right, guys, we'll be right back with Motivational Moment right after these messages. Have a good one. Well, all right, y'all, we are back here live in the studio with Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Y'all, I know you're listening, you're hearing this good song, it's good choir song, because that's what Marquin is saying about Marquin Middleton and the Miracle Chorale Choir. He's saying if you're looking for some hot choir music, that CD is what you need to jump on, because I tell you, it's choir songs. And you talking to an old school soprano. So those sopranos that remember that when we had to sing on top of the steeple, y'all know. Y'all know. So that's for the real school sopranos, the songs that he got. So if you don't have no real school sopranos, don't even do it. But if you got to fake it till you make it, do what you got to do. But you got to go out and get that CD. I promise you it's going to bless your life. It's going to show you some things, give you some new sounds for your choir. And I Plead the Blood was the first single released off the CD. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all make sure y'all tag Marquin Middleton in this, because I did text him and tell him I was featuring his song, but I forgot to tag him in it, because that way if I need to add something, they're even going to be on the Stellar Awards this year. Yep. Yeah, I got a cousin going to be performing at the Stellars. I'm a big girl now. I know big people, big things. Look at me. Well, all right, y'all. Some of you, if you like me, to switch gears a little bit, you may be thinking, it's only the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's the 13th. It's the 13th of January, and you've already broken your resolutions. You've already made some mistakes. You've already, you're still now, you have even fallen into the realm of the I wish I woulda, couldas. And you've kind of started looking at other people's stuff again. Everybody, the folk around you that said they were going to help you, they're not there. The folk around you that you knew that could help you won't help you. And then now you've been looking on social media, everybody booed up, and looks like their significant other is there in their life. They got the ideal job. They got the ideal support system. They got the ideal car, the ideal home. Yeah, it might look like that. It may seem like it, but you got to stop wondering about that stuff. And then you have to stop wondering, why me? And then my answer to that is always, why not you? Why not you? Now, what are you going to do about it, though? Are you really just going to sit back and just do the woe is me, just sit back and wonder why it's going to be you and why you doing all this stuff? And then, Tammy, I know that's right. She said, not me. I'm still beginning a beginning her meat-free life. Okay, you on your own with that one. I can't do the meat-free just yet. I ain't been delivered. I still got to have a pork chop every now and then. But now, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit around feeling sorry for yourself? Are you going to have a pity party? Are you going to start singing the woe is me? Honey, that is no time for that. You need to get up and do something. Now, what you're going to do is that you're going to have to hold on to the promises of Ephesians 11:1, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestined according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. That means God is going to do it in his own time and in his own will. We can't sit up there and wonder about it. We might think that it's not happening the way that we want it to happen, but guess what? Delay, or let's make it even simpler. A setback does not mean that it's denial. A setback means it just has not happened yet. A setback only can be a setup for where you're going. A setback might be that time that you need to let go of the people around you, let go of the situations around you. That setback could be what you need to reach that next level. That setback could be setting you up to be able to say no. So many times we sit back and we say yes to everybody. We're always the one to be the cheerleader. We're always the one to be like, oh, I got to do this, and oh, I got to do this for them, and I got to do that for them. And we never take the time to do stuff for ourselves. Yes, I know we are only 13 days, and the 13th is symbolic to rebellion and lawlessness. So guess what, guys? If you're going through that kind of turmoil right now, if you're going through that kind of heartache right now, you are in the right place at the right time, because know that tomorrow is promised to you. Know that the number 14 represents deliverance and salvation. Know that on the 14th, you're going to start seeing that you're being delivered from that mindset, that you're getting delivered from what you're going through, that you're going to start feeling the salvation and the purity of what you're going to do. You're going to get a refreshing of where you want to go. It's okay that you probably had that pity party, but it's not okay that you stay there. You cannot be in that pity party all the time. You got to know how to stand up, jump up, and take control of the situation that you're in. You have got to know that you are predestined for greatness, that you know that when tomorrow comes, you will win. And in what you have to do, you will win, because you will learn your value. You will learn to invest in yourself. So many times, y'all, we invest in everybody else, but we don't invest in ourselves. You are your own best commodity. Know that whatever, I'm going to say that again. You are your own best commodity. You have got to learn your worth. You have got to know your worth. You have got to know your worth so you will know how to get the knowledge you need to succeed. When you know your worth, nobody can mess you up. Take the class, get the coach, buy the business cards, get the letterhead. Start investing in you. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter what it is, it's time for you to invest in you. But most of all, in order to invest in yourself, make sure that you are investing spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Guys, we have got to be better to ourselves so that the people around us will know that if I respect myself, you got to respect me too. And most of all, this is your year to win. All right, y'all, that's the end of our motivational moment. We'll be right back with you in just a second with Recipe Diaries. Hey everybody, welcome back to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. We're here live in the studio. Hey everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all, I'm doing something new tonight. I'm just like, we got it, so why not use it? So make sure that you're liking and sharing the videos, liking and sharing on your YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. So I'm so excited about that. Y'all, tonight, Recipe Diaries is going to be a smidgen different because I decided I was going to tell a story. I was going to give you an actual diary entry for Recipe Diaries. Now, for Recipe Diaries, one of my favorite things growing up, and if some of my cousins join in, they'll understand, they'll tell you about this one. We used to fight over some stuff my grandmother would make. And then it was like, we literally to this day still talk about how we used to fight because I would go hide this certain thing that my grandmother would make because she only could make it for me because I felt like, now mind you, it was a whole bunch of us. It might have been 10 of us at the same time, but I felt like I was the only one and it better be for me, only me, and it couldn't be for nobody else. And that, of course, was the chocolate meringue pie. That chocolate meringue pie, honey, I would fight people over this pie. I'll never forget some friends. We left college and we went to my grandmother's house. And see, my grandmother, Mama Nita, was actually one of those that was old school. She cooked for everybody. She didn't care what was going on. She cooked for everybody. So as soon as I said, Mama Nita, we on our way, honey, by the time we got there, it was fried chicken on the table, mashed potatoes, a whole spread on the table ready for us to eat. And then she had some chocolate pies. And do you know what I did? Because I knew it was there. I hid them. I sure did. Do you know I got in trouble? She made me share my pie. So I was feeling some kind of way. So tonight's entry is dedicated to my grandmother who has been gone from us for about 4 years, for her contribution to my life as being one of the strong women in my life that I respected and I adored from everywhere, because she never cared who came to her house, who was around. She was going to sow into their life no matter what. It didn't matter who it was, where they came from. Her ministry was, she cooked for everybody. She didn't care, and she passed that on to her children, which means that was my mom, and my mom passed that on to us. So it's kind of like one of those family things that you can't get out of. And I tell everybody, I don't cook. I can cook a little bit, but my brother, that's like, if my mom and my brother doing it, why I got to do it? So that was one of those things about cooking and things of that nature we got from our grandmother. And I promise you, I will post the recipe for that chocolate meringue pie, and I will post some pictures that'll make you want to jump up. And I'm not gonna say slap your mama, because I know if I was to slap mine, she'll slap me back. So I will not tell you that. So guys, I want you to go out and I want you to start making your own memories right now, because those are one things that is kind of missing from families these days. That whole family dinner, that whole family gathering in the kitchen, cooking and talking and like doing different things. And I'm sorry, people in my family are from the country, so when they would go out and hunt, and I've always been a little extra as one of the kids. And so I'll never forget. And then we're going to be done with Recipe Diaries, because I don't even know why this story is coming in my head. I remember one of my great uncles said, they were like, go in there and just get you one of the sodas, get you a juice out the cooler. I was like, okay, I can do that. Why I opened the cooler and somebody's eyes was looking up at me? I was like, what the world? I was acting up. I didn't realize they had just went deer hunting. Y'all, it was a dead deer in the cooler. I said, I cannot do this with y'all. But all right, y'all, this is the end of Recipe Diaries. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with our special guest, Simone Kelly. Y'all, I'm so excited about having Simone on the show tonight. She is amazing. So we'll be right back. The next voice you hear will be me and Simone. Have a great one. We'll be right back with you guys.
Hello, can
Okay,
you see
hold
me?
on. Yeah, we can hear you. Just
Is
hold
it too
on. Just
is it too loud? The music in the background?
hello, everybody. We are back live in the studio, and we have our special guest, Miss Simone Kelly. I'm so excited about having her here.
Hey,
Oh, she
thanks
said
for
he was
having
like,
me.
"You, ma'am, you can't watch and be on at the same time. We getting all your feedback. So whatever you got on, baby, I need you to cut it off, please and thank you. You
I
don't
don't
know
have
what you
any
did.
feedback. What do you mean?
We cause
Uh,
oh now it's
I
good. We good. Whatever you
don't
did.
know what else to tell you. I didn't. I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Well, hey, girl.
I don't have the video on in the background. Is that what you mean?
No, no, no. You good. You good. We see you. You
Okay.
alive and
So
in
you can
living
hear
color.
me
I'm
okay?
liking this rap,
You hear me
honey.
good?
Yes, honey. I can hear you. You look good. Hey, Miss
Okay.
Simone.
How are you?
I'm great. For those that don't know, Simone Kelly is I mean, she's just an awesome person. Honestly, our paths cross in a weird way, but it's amazing because I tell everybody you never know who you're gonna meet and how you're gonna build a relationship with them. And so, for those that don't know who Miss Simone Kelly is, I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Miss Simone, tell everybody who are you, honey?
Thank you. Well, my name is Simone Kelly. I am an author and a coach. I do a few different kinds of coaching. My company is called Own Your Power Communication, and I specialize in business coaching. I've been working a lot with authors recently, as well
Yes,
as life coaching, and I'm also an intuitive life coach as well.
yes. Yeah, and I was like, everybody,
Pretty
and we
package.
have a joke. We have a joke where we always tell everybody, yeah, she's the intuitive, but I'm the church girl. So, but we still get along. And I tell everybody, it doesn't matter who your friends are, just be able to agree and disagree on certain things. And that way your life is always full and it's never a dull moment. Because I sent something to her the other day when I put the post up. Y'all, I put on there award-winning author. She said, I ain't won no awards. I said, oh, I was just prophesying. That's all. I was prophesying.
But not related to being an author as yet. So thank you. I appreciate the prophecy. I'll send you PayPal for it when it comes to
Please and thank you. Please and thank you. We do accept all PayPals in this conversations. Deborah Franklin did PayPal, honey. We will take it. So tell us about your latest novel, y'all. Simone she's being really she acting like she not all that, but she all that and a bag of chips. So tell us about your latest novel, Like a Fly on the Wall.
How do you want me to act? This is how I act. I'm supposed to act like a snob?
No, I don't even think you can. Yes, I don't know if you could be a snob. I'm not sure you can pull that one off, sugar. I'm dropping y'all. This is live. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep dropping the Instagram phone. So we live, but y'all, we back. I promise I won't drop y'all again, Instagram. All right, y'all, we back. So, Simone, tell us about Like a Fly on the Wall.
Sure. Like a Fly on the Wall is a sexy suspense thriller. It came out July 11th on HarperCollins. William Morrow is the imprint on HarperCollins. And it was self-published first in 2015, the first half of it, I should say. And then I got picked up with a major publisher, and it came out July 11th. And I'm really happy, really proud of it. The book is about a psychic named Jacques Barati, a sexy Moroccan and French psychic. And it takes you on a journey where he discovers family secrets, and he helps others with their secrets as well. Because he's intuitive, he helps uncover a lot of different mysteries. So it's the beginning of, I don't know if I should call it a series, but I will be writing several books based around this character. My next book is actually already in the works. I'm already almost done. A couple more chapters left.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, it's pretty much, I would call it a mystery, suspense, thriller. Somebody actually called me a romance author the other day, and I had to correct them. I was like, no, I'm not a romance author. However, there are, juicy scenes in the book, and there's obviously, relationships and what have you. But I think that the core of what I like to write about is definitely mystery, suspense, and I love adding in a sprinkle of metaphysics in everything that I do, because that's who I am.
Right. And so, you talked about Like a Fly on the Wall. You said that you were self-published and then you got this major deal. So what does it take, I guess the question would be, to go from self-published to HarperCollins, or even to be a success as an author right now?
One of the things I think a lot of new authors need to take into account, that becoming an author is a business. It's a job at the end of the day. So even though I have my day job, quote unquote, things have shifted. So I actually let the author position take over a little bit more, because when my book tour happened, I had to really take advantage of it and, really promote as much as possible. But you need to come from behind the computer screen and come from behind the notebook and get out there and promote yourself. Doing interviews like what I'm doing right now, knowing how to network, meeting people, letting them know about your book, asking people for help. Another thing I noticed, there's a lot of people that have been out longer than me, and they might have 3 reviews. And 9 times out of 10, it's not to say that their book is bad, it's that they probably didn't ask. Like a lot of my reviews, I ask people, hey, can you please write me a review? Like, a lot of people don't even think that's going to help, but it really does help in this day and age. When you're on social media and people do searches, they go to Amazon and you have 2 likes or 2 comments, I should say, it's not going to help your sale. So it looks good when you can have people promoting your book. So definitely be ready to be a personality at the end of the day if you're an author. And that's hard for a lot of people, because if you're an author, most authors are probably, I should say most, some authors are introverts,
Very much so.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even call myself an introvert, but there are times where I really like to be left alone and, to be creative and be by myself. But however, it's easy for me, but a lot of people, it's not easy for them to network. So that's one thing. If that's one of your crutches, you're going to have to start working on getting out there as an author. Because the way I got my book deal, people think, you got lucky. It's connections at the end of the day. Like the woman that signed me, I knew her 12 years ago and just reconnected with her. So it's just maintaining connections and staying in contact with people, asking for help, like just literally asking for help. I think that's one of the hardest things for many people, is just saying, hey, can you help me? Or do you know an agent? Do you know anybody that has a bookstore that I can, do you know anybody that has a cafe that I can do a workshop, or I can have a book club meeting? Just asking for help is where you should begin, I think, you know?
Exactly. And you know what? And that leads me right to my next question. So I might not be as outgoing as somebody else. I might not like to talk to anybody else. Not
I know
me
that's
per
about yourself.
se.
Oh, I was
Not
about to say,
me per se. But a new author, you know, especially those, because I told you, I've interviewed authors before, and I felt like those were some of the worst interviews because it's like they're so used to writing, they don't know how to, let's say, promote themselves or talk about themselves or put anything out there. So what advice would you give someone that is, let's say, that might be shy, that don't know, they really don't know how to get the word out about themselves?
they might want to hire a coach like myself now. That's a start. But if they can't do that, obviously connect. I would say find somebody or other authors that might have the outgoing personality and try to partner with them. Try to do collaborations. I mean, that's one of the things we just recently did,
Yep.
where we partner with other authors and maybe get, whether it's get a table, a booth, or do an event together. That way, maybe they have the audience, maybe you don't, and you guys can partner, or maybe there's something you bring to the table. Like, focus on whatever your strengths are, and then also try to get help. Like, try to get an intern, maybe that's good in marketing or social media. Wherever you're lacking, try to get assistance in that area, because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how good your book is. You have to promote it. You have to get out there. You have to be a personality, because
Most
that's what's going to really help, you know?
Exactly. And you know, you said something that was really key. Why is collaboration so important? You just stated we just did a collaboration, which I thought was amazing. I think it was what, eight of us, eight authors that came together, and we did a contest. And so, why is collaboration key to maybe even getting your book out or even getting yourself out? It's kind of it kind of like almost reminds me of the old school, what they call the old school mixtapes, where everybody dropped their song on one tape and sold
Right,
it.
right,
And
right.
we're like, yeah, I'm number five.
Well, I think the benefit of collaboration, especially if you don't have the exact same target audience, is that you're going to reach people that you would never have met before. People are going to hear about you. Let's give an example of what the collaboration that we did. So I put together 8 authors, and all authors were required to promote this contest twice a week. Everybody has different mailing lists from the tune of maybe 1,000 to one person had 25,000 on their Twitter. So with all of us promoting into different markets, and then at the end of the day, we're going to collect the emails and share those emails for our mailing list. That's a great promotion to have, you know. So that's a great way to exchange, whether as opposed to buying a $300 Facebook ad. You feel me? You
Yeah.
probably reach more people when you partner. So that's why I think it's important. I mean, networking is important. At the end of the day, we need each other. You can't be by yourself and everything. You know, it's good to know each other, know people. I mean, a lot of authors I know, we met through an author I have not met in person. Sydney Rax is how you and I met.
Exactly.
So that's a perfect example. Look how many things we've done together in the span of what? Not even a year. I don't even think I've
Not
known
even
you.
it hasn't even been a year, and it was all about networking. Because when I met Sydney, because I interviewed her, she was like, "You got to meet this friend of mine. Y'all have similar personalities. Y'all both are outgoing. Y'all both bubbly." They were like, well, "Yeah, get with Simone. She can help you promote. She can help you set up this." And I said, "Oh, I need to meet her."
Yeah. We clicked right away. So she's a good friend matchmaker.
Exactly. That is Sydney's job. She match makes very well. And even with that, because like I was, we were joking, but even with our differences, we still have found a way to work together, because like Simone has gotten me interviews with different people that I probably would have never met. And vice versa. I've been able to help in some other areas. So, which leads me to where I really did something. And I talked about this earlier. I talked about investing in yourself. And last year, I made up my mind, the end of last year, that I was going to invest in myself. I was going to take that step to take my business, take what I'm doing to another level. And so I kept hearing people talk about coaching. Get a coach, get somebody to help you do this. And I was talking to these people, and I was talking to them, and it's like, I met this one girl. She was like, well, I've never done what you're trying to do, but still give me $3,000. What? That didn't even make sense to me. And so, y'all, that really happened to me. So please, we're going to talk
She
about
really
that.
said that. I don't know how to help you, but give me some money.
Boo, with the PayPal link. I'm just saying, with the PayPal link. So
Too funny.
tongue in cheek. But how would you define coaching? Because you are a coach. How would you define coaching?
I would say having a coach is having somebody to hold you accountable that can walk you through the process and make sure you complete, the task. But you want somebody that definitely has interest in what you're doing, is passionate about what you're doing, and for me, I think having a coach that has the connections to help you as well. So it's
Yes.
not just here's your homework, but that's it. It's something that can kind of hold your hand, and it becomes a relationship. Most, I would say like 99% of my clients are friends now. At the end of the day, because we help each other. I help them, they help me. But I think the biggest issue that most people have is they have a lot of friends and people that want to support them and love what they're doing, but they don't know how to help them. And accountability is really big. And if you have somebody from the outside that's not really in your inner circle, they
Exactly.
can crack the whip on you a little harder. And I like cracking that whip.
Yes, yes. Because I'll go ahead and share it. Simone was my coach. She was my coach, and I tell everybody, we were before I even decided to even ask her to be my coach, we had still collaborated on some other projects and we had talked about some other things. So before I even went to the step of even asking her to be a coach, I had built a relationship with her to get to know what she was talking about and what she was doing. But it also, I could see the investment because it was like, okay, she's doing what I want to do. She's somewhere I want to go. So my next question is, why make the investment? Because I stated earlier, when you realize that you are the commodity, then you should invest in yourself. But I want to ask you as a coach, why should I invest in the coach? Why should I pay X amount of dollars for this coach? And what is too much? What is too little? Or how do I even gauge that?
That that question is not easy to answer because it depends on your budget and it depends on the person's experience that's coaching you. You know what I mean? But one thing you want to think about is what is your goal and how fast are they going to help you attain that goal? And I
Mm-hmm.
think with coaching, sometimes the problem with a lot of people that I notice that they'll get coaching and they'll be great while they're getting coached, and then after it's over, they don't keep the momentum going. So that's why getting one coaching session doesn't usually work. So it's good to have like either 3 months, 6 months, some kind of a commitment. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't be coaching for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? There's got to
Okay,
be some
but
point
I'm
where
still
you,
posting.
you know,
I took heed to my coaching. I still post
yeah.
every day.
Because I watch y'all. After coach is over, I'm still watching you, and I still be like, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen nothing. It's a ghost town on your Facebook. What's going on? I haven't gotten an email in a while, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's like again, it is a relationship. You want to make sure that you and the coach are on the same page, that there's an actual rapport. Because one of the things you got to realize, it is a relationship at the end of the day. So there
Exactly.
are some times where you don't click. It might happen. I've only had it. I mean, I've been coaching since like probably 2003 officially as a coach. Before that, I just called myself a consultant. And I probably only had 2 clients that I've ever had to fire,
Wow.
meaning
Wow.
this isn't gonna work. Thank you. Here's your money back. Maybe even to that extent. But because sometimes there are people that are not coachable. So
Right.
when you want to get coached, you need to be willing to listen and follow the instructions. Because obviously the person you're hiring might know a little bit more than you in a particular area. So try to just
Exactly.
be open to their suggestions and see what happens, see what works. And things take time sometimes. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to be, 1,000 friends the next day. You just have to take time and follow the instructions. But I think it's an investment that's important. I have a coach. I have coaches at the end of the day. Like every coach should have a coach or a
Mm-hmm.
mentor in some respect to help them get to where they need to go. I think it's just
Exactly.
important.
Because y'all, I'm a coach now, and I have a coach.
Very good.
But it was like even working with Simone, she helped me to develop that platform because she was like, "But you're doing this and you're doing this." I said, "Yeah, I'm doing that." But she said, "But that means you're a coach." I said, "Huh?" I said, "I've been doing this all along, and I just didn't know what my title was." She was like, "Pretty much."
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think a coach also, like I said, they're a person that sees things that you might not see, that's right in your face, and also helps you bring out value for yourself because people like, let's use you as an example, help everybody and give it away for free. So, at the end of the day, it's okay to help people and give things away, but you want to have some income coming in for that as well. And then once you have enough income coming in for that, then you can say, okay, I'll do a couple of freebies or a couple of discounts this month or whatever. but don't just give it away.
Yeah, y'all. She made me change my whole website. Everything that I have on my website. She was like, "You putting some monetary value to that. You gonna start charging people?" I said, "For real? I got to charge that much? For real?" She was like, and I could see her frowning at me through the phone. So, and then she would fuss me out, talking about, "Yes, you're gonna do that." So it's like having a coach really helps you discover and hold on to your value. Why do you think it's so hard for people to latch on to their value or to even know their value?
Unfortunately, that's a lot of upbringing stuff. It's really, things that happen as a child sometimes, not knowing your worth, or just being used to being taken advantage of, it, plain and simple,
Wow.
unfortunately.
Wow.
Uh, and if you're used to it, you don't realize it, And another, let me be real. There's another thing that people don't realize. We sometimes think work has to be hard. We think work needs to be sweat and tears and boring or something that we really hate to do. When it comes easily for you, we don't think that there's a value to that. We're like, oh, I
Gotcha.
shouldn't charge for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I think we got to just look at it a little differently as far as, okay, what am I really good at doing, and how can I make money from it, and what's fun? Because everything that I do is fun for me. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing work, but I
Exactly.
don't mind getting that PayPal.
I, no, she don't, honey. She'll be like, "Did you send your PayPal?" I said, "Don't be coming for me because my PayPal is sent, honey." And then she just started laughing. She said, "Yeah, y'all don't really have to hound you." I said, when I made, and that's when I tell everybody, when you make a decision that you are going to do something, nobody got to hunt you down to pay your bill. Pay your bills, y'all. Pay them on time, especially when someone is helping you to make you a better you. And that's one thing. And it's like now that I'm a media coach, I'm so excited about doing media coaching because a lot of times I'm that person that will be your cheerleader to help you be able to speak and be able to put some things together, because a lot of times I've seen people on interviews, and I know Simone does a radio show as well, is that when you interview them, they have nothing to say. They can sing well, they write well, they draw well, but when you ask them a question, it's like dead air, and you're like, baby, this radio dead air literally kills the show. So it
That's what we were talking about, though, when we were talking about authors that might be introverted. I said, practice makes perfect. At the end of the day, I didn't like doing public speaking at all. I hated it. As
exactly.
outgoing as I am, I used to freak out and my knees would wobble and all that good stuff. But practice makes perfect.
Exactly. So we are at the end of our session. So if you had to leave note with one about anything that we discussed and that you want people to remember, would you share that with us now? And how can they find you, Miss Simone Kelly?
Definitely. Well, if you are an up and coming author, or if you have a book inside you, get to writing, make the commitment now, and start working on it, because that's have your dream come true. Because it's the most fulfilling thing when you can actually see your book on a bookshelf at a bookstore,
Exactly.
not the
Exactly.
bookshelf in your house.
Exactly.
And if anybody's interested in learning more about Like a Fly on the Wall, just go to likeaflyonthewall.com. I did forget to mention it is an Amazon bestseller and also iTunes bestseller. And then you can also find out about coaching by going to ownyourpower.biz, ownyourpower.biz, and reach out to me, contact me, and I'd love to talk to you and set up a coaching session and
Awesome,
crack that whip
awesome. Yes, yes. Yeah, you got to have the PayPal, honey. You got to have the PayPal. Just want to let you know. Just let you know the PayPal has to be on and popping. But y'all, it's been fun. It's been real. I love hanging out with this girl. I love talking to this girl. But Simone, I'll be calling you probably next week. But
on. So congratulations on your new show. That was on
thank
that
you.
was on our checklist. So I'm proud
Oh,
of
yes. See, I told
you.
y'all I had a checklist and I'm still operating off of my checklist. So, coaching is important, coaching is necessary. So, make sure, again, y'all, this is your year to win. Go out and get a coach. And we're going to be right back after these messages with our in studio guests. Y'all, sit back and relax because we're coming with you hard and heavy. Be right back. Have a good one.
Bye.
Well, hello, everybody. We are back. We are live in the studio with Mr. DeAngelo Coates. Y'all, I met him last week. And I didn't plan on having him on this week because I was like, I already had the show lined up. Y'all, when I tell you stuff started going topsy-turvy, I was like, look, call him, see if he can come over and hang out with us to be because we want to start something new. We want to start featuring local artists that are in the DMV area that can come in. And even if you can't come in, we can even Skype you in. But we want to start doing that, giving a platform, because I always say if somebody had given me a platform, it might not have taken me as long to get to where I am. So that means we all have to learn to work together. So hey! So tell us, who are you? Who is this bearded man sitting next to me?
Hi, I'm DeAngelo Coates. I am a member of the Greater Mount Nebo AME Church. I am a local singer, songwriter, avid sports fan.
Sports? Okay. Yeah, you lost me. But that's okay. I'm going to let you have that one. And so you like sports. What kind of sports you like? Because I'm going to try to get
Football,
this thing.
Football, basketball.
Oh, you like all of them.
Baseball, I watch. Yes, yeah.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm going to let y'all have that one with the Cowboys.
That's the
even
thing.
though
Here,
I know my cousins are watching and they are Cowboys fans, but I'm from Houston. So I'm a Texan fan.
I got one in the room. I felt all right.
Y'all, I'm sorry. You could tell the live studio audience got a bunch of dudes in here. Now they want to take my show. This is not a sports show. I'm so sorry I asked that question. My bad. My bad. So let's jump right into it. So what is your style of music?
My style of music, I am grown local, so I grew up singing church music, gospel. I'm venturing into inspirational now. So still just believing my core Christian principles and values that I keep. Just want to reach a bigger audience.
So in other words, like the wine is, you're not going to be singing Jesus.
I will sing Jesus.
Okay, so we'll know exactly.
It's just,
we'll know
sometimes.
What you're talking about. But
sure, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just, to the Buddhists or to the...
Gotcha.
To whomever they follow, you still need love. There's a greater humanity, and especially in this social climate we're in right now, it's like, listen, we are all human beings. Let's show some love. Let's show some positivity. Let's show some encouragement.
Yeah, it's almost to the point we all need to learn how to sit in a circle and sing Kumbaya again.
Yeah.
Because it's like this social climate is getting so riled up, and it's getting riled up for no reason. It's like people that you were okay with yesterday, now you got problems with today. That's just like really crazy to me. So with your style of music and with the different people being able to talk in different platforms, I feel like that should open up that door. And then, so it is like, and it even falls into what we're talking about this month. This is our month of celebrating. We're celebrating everything. We're celebrating new starts. We're celebrating taking on new ventures. And I know you're celebrating because you got a single or something like that,
yes,
right?
I have a single. I'm actually in the studio working right now, so the next 2-3 months is going to be hectic because it's like, every day, okay, this song, this work, that don't work. Okay, let's go back.
Okay, got you, honey. And Mark Quinn, I'm gonna tell you right now, he was in here trying to cut up on your song. I just want to let you know, cousin. He was trying to get on. He was in the blood, honey. He was bleeding the blood. But it is like I laugh and I laugh with so many people because I'm gonna talk about my cousin for just a little bit because he has sung with everybody. I mean, he did DFW. He sung with Kirk Franklin. He sung back up for so many different people, and it's like this year has been end of last year into this year, it seems like it's beginning to be his year. Okay. He is spreading his wings. He's I think the choir song. No, I don't. I know the choir song last year at one of the features at the Stellars. So my question is, what is your goal? What do you want DeAngelo Coates to be, the bearded guy to be? Y'all, I'm not saying it because he do call himself the bearded guy. I'm not making a joke because y'all know I make jokes about everything. I promise you, this not me this time. I am playing on what he said. So where do you want to see yourself? Are you looking to be on the Stellars? Are you looking to be? What do you want to do?
I don't want to limit myself. So if the Stellars should call, if there's opportunity for me to travel and sing on that platform, that stage, then I welcome it. If whomever is calling, I want just my message of hope, encouragement, and love to be on any platform I'm afforded that opportunity.
I love it. I love it. Well, y'all, guess what? We're going to take a quick break, let him get set up. He is going to bless us with a song tonight. Y'all, we're going to have Mr. DeAngelo Coates live on Conversations with Deborah Franklin, and we'll be right back.
Hey, DeAngelo Coates here. I can be found on Facebook, DeAngelo Coates, obviously my name. Instagram, only one DCG, and Faithful and Bearded are my Instagram names. Oh, sing, oh, sing, I will of your steadfast love forever, Lord, and of your wondrous works, so marvelous, King. Proclaiming your salvation day after day, acknowledging you in all my ways, for the Lord is good and his mercy endureth forever. In my time of need, in thee will I trust. For yeah, thank you for your mercy, Lord. You're always there. So we sing, oh, sing, oh, sing, oh, oh, because your grace and mercy are new every day. And to you I owe worship and praise for all the blessings you have given to me. And to you I know I have victory. For the Lord is good, yeah. Mercy enduring forever. Oh, for yeah. Thank you for your mercy, Lord. You're always there. Oh, Bible's real simple. It says, if God be for us, he's more than the whole world against us. So this next part just kind of re-image that. Just we proclaim that. No one formed against me shall prosper. Amen. Oh, So we say, no one can stand. Stand firm on the word of the Lord. No one. Oh.
Well, guys, it has been a wonderful night here on Live with Conversations with Deborah Franklin with Mr. DeAngelo Coates. Y'all, I'm having such a wonderful time, and I want you to make sure you log in next week at 6 p.m. here live on Conversations with Deborah Franklin.